touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SOS.
Take advantage of our mandatory conformity assessment program to be competitive. Standards Organization of Nigeria tells operators of small businesses in the country. As president of Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, urges consumers to insist on quality and avoid taking chances when purchasing electric cable from our markets. It's Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. My name is Ifenyua Okonkwo. I'll be back shortly.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products. We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
Hello and welcome to another episode of your Evening Tonic, Standard and You, brought to you by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. It's no longer news that Nigerian cables are the best when compared with those imported into the country. Our locally produced cables are of premium quality, durable and safe to use. They are top-selling brands in the market that some unscrupulous importers are cloning or faking and selling to unsuspecting consumers using labels of popular cables of members of Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. On our program, we brought to you efforts by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to check the activities of the illegal businessmen. Despite the huge seizure made by the agency over the years, these bad businessmen have continued to flood our markets with substandard cables. For us at the Standards Organization of Nigeria, we remain resolute, focused, and determined to flush out these bad products from the shelves of our markets and continue to initiate strategies to tackle the menace. We will also continue to work with genuine manufacturers of goods in the country, like the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, only to stem the tide of these bad products in Nigeria. Our sensitization in this regard is to empower consumers to make the right choice when purchasing our products. Bukola Adubi is a Chief Executive Officer of Micon Wires and Cables Limited and President of the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, CAMAN. She spoke to Standard and You recently in an interview on how the association is partnering with the SON in the fight against substandard cable and also demonstrated how a consumer can identify a substandard electric cables. Please take a listen.
I have been doing a lot of collating evidences, as it were, so a lot of the member companies have been what's been individual to them, right? What are the issues that they have? We've been collating all of that. We've been trying to see the ones that are per company or the ones that seem to be united in general for a number, so we've been doing a lot of that background investigation, as it were. So we have another meeting going forward, and then we'll table all of this, and then we'll start to do. So I would say that we are moving. There's a lot to be done. There's, from the MANCAP certificates, from the SONCAP certificates, from the report issues, from the market raids, so there's a lot of little intricacies that needs to be discussed, and I'm very happy that the DG is very amenable to sit with us and hear us out, because at the end of the day, if you don't really understand the problem, how do you start to solve it, right? we'll just keep talking and educating the populace as well, because what you don't know, you don't know. And you just go with whatever it is they tell you to go with. You just don't know. But education, awareness, public enlightenment, all of that also would go a long way. So part of what we're also trying to do as Kaman is to bring out a lot of that. Teach people what to look out for. So one of the things I would say to my people is, if you insist you want to buy from the market, go with a magnet. Okay. Copper has next to zero iron content. It's not going to attract a magnet. But the alloys, because they have some kind of iron content in it, is likely to pull on the magnet. So when you want to buy, you don't have a lab. You don't just take magnets. If it is pulling it small, know that there's a problem. If it is not heavy, know that there's a copper is heavy. Copper is not like aluminum, but it's heavy. You will carry it, you will know you're carrying something. Do you understand? So those are like the telltale signs that there's something wrong with this cable,
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
Our country right now is threatened by substandard goods, resulting into industries not surviving in this country. We cannot continue to have individuals physically destroying our economy. That's economic sabotage, and we are not going to tolerate that.
Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
It's easy. And of course, now you know how to identify a substandard electric cable. Please and please, we beg you. Electrical cable is a life-endangering product that you must insist on its quality. So when next you need to buy your cable, do not just ask anybody to purchase on your behalf. Please buy your cable from a reputable distributor of any of the Cable Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. You're still watching Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. And still in line with efforts to boost local manufacturing, some operators of medium, small and micro enterprises, MSMEs, have been awarded the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program Certificate of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The companies have met the premium standard requirements for promoting good manufacturing practices, in line with the Nigerian Industrial Standard. The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, represented by the Benue State Coordinator, Engineer Gabriel Abba, said the factories have undergone the mandatory inspection by the agency to enhance their production processes to be competitive.
We've been able to see these stakeholders through rigorous process, the MANCA process, like we all know, and today in Benue State, we have about 19 of them. Still expecting 9 more certificates, but today we have 10 certificates being presented to the awardees. So it's a clear testimony that we're aligning with management expectations. We are driving the standard process through the grassroots because they come from different parts of the state. And they are like the SMEs we're talking about, and they are happy to work with a standard organization, beginning to subject their processes to the requirements of the standard. And today, here we are. They have become awardees of the process, and their joys know no bound. And we're happy to have guided them through this process.
He said it was a rigorous and thorough exercise that exposed owners of the factories to best practices. He urged recipients of the certificate to maintain and improve on their standards and always churn out quality goods of acceptable standards.
It's profit to subject your process to standard because the rewards are bountiful. It's going to give you large clientele, large customer sphere, and it's going to distinguish you. And particularly with this ACTA arrangement in the West African region, Nigeria is a large market. A lot of our SMEs, they come, and with this certificate, signifying that this product can, be marketed anywhere across Africa. We can take advantage of the ACTA market, the African Continental Trade Agreement, and then put our product to the market. And we can be sure it will be yielding good dividends to our stakeholders, not only within the state but outside. And that will be good, progress for them.
Some representatives of the MSMEs expressed gratitude to the SON for its technical support, adding that they will do everything to remain quality conscious.
Sticking to standard have kept me in business. It has taken me to places. I was awarded this certificate today for 9 inches and 6 inches block. My blocks go far. My office is at Niman, but I know where I take blocks to. Out of Makurdi, around Makurdi, I go to Uniagric, I go close to Boko. Is it that there are no blocks around? There are blocks everywhere, but I have customers that would not walk if I don't have block. They can suspend their work and wait for me. Why? Because of standard.
As we started doing it, we were thinking that it's not something of this nature. We were just doing it for granted, but now as it comes to reality, we appreciate it so much. We were maintaining our standards without knowing that it will give us a profitable marketing.
The CE, it started like they were troubling me, like, come and subject your product to this test. Let us give you this. I just, Nigeria, everything goes now. Why bother me? But the supervising engineer from Standard Organization of Nigeria kept encouraging me. See, this will make you stand out. I said, yeah, I think it's true. I got some sense in it, and I got involved. It looked like nobody was going to buy my products. Who will buy blocks for 150 naira or 200? Everybody knows blocks to be 80 naira, 70 naira, 200 naira, 150 blocks care. And I said, okay, I can't be the same with every other person. I must have to distinguish myself, do something differently that will stand me out. And I keyed into it. I kept doing the product. It looks like they were not going to buy, but I tell you for sure, they've been buying, they've been selling.
The certificate is valid for only 3 years, after which the product will be recertified. It may be withdrawn in the event of any non-conformity to standards.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
I'm here, I want to work. I want to protect our industry. I want to make sure people are employed. I want to make sure bandits don't have people taking over our country because the people don't have jobs. I want to make sure our schools are working because the government is collecting taxes and paying for schools and building roads and building railways. This is what I'm here for.
Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
In case you've just joined us, you are watching Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. Our next story takes us to Kano, where rice millers were sensitized on the need to maintain standards. The focus of the gathering was to expose the over 500 stakeholders to the immense benefits of standardization, so as to take advantage of both the local and international markets. Standard and You was there.
These are rice farmers from various locations across the country, brought together at the instance of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The meeting between the stakeholders and officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, led by its Director General, Malam Farouk Salim, was to consider a third-party milling requirement, otherwise known as contract milling. The third-party milling is conducted for factories with little or no milling capacity in order to sell their goods. Under this arrangement, millers and the third parties must adhere to the requirements for third-party milling in order to avoid sanctions by the agency, as explained by the Director General of the SON.
With everything there are standards, even with the rice production there are standards, also the labeling of the product. And our organization, we do metrology too. So we help the factories make sure that they don't lose their products by using false machines to measure the products. And of course that will protect the customers too. So if you buy a bag of 50 kilos, it's going to be 50 kilos, it's not going to be 45 kilos. The support we have available is technical support, and also we help them with certification, because we certify the products. Almost every product you can think of, we certify them. So we can guide them, hold their hands in the process, and make sure everything is easy for them.
He said when farmers produce quality commodity for exports, the factories will expand and more people will be employed, and this will reduce insecurity and criminal activities in the country.
The whole essence of standardization is making the product acceptable to the market and make it easier for the producers to produce without having any problems. So that any product you take around the country or outside the country will be accepted because it's up to standard and it's following the standard.
Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State, who was represented by Commissioner for Works and Housing, Alhaji Idris Saleh, said the training was timely and commended the agricultural revolution of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Rice milling being value chain procedure of processing rice for safe human consumption has proven to be an emerging economic sector that provides gainful employment opportunities to the teeming members of our population, especially the youth across the state. Since the current rice production regulation that came into place in 2015, our various agricultural policies introduced by the federal government, like the Anko Borrowers Program, through various associations as well as ATA, which encourage many people to venture into agriculture, especially dry season rice farming. Today's event by the Standard Organization of Nigeria, which intends to sensitize our teeming rice millers and members of the general public on the requirement for third-party milling, it is a right step in the right direction that should be uploaded by all. It is a systematic knowledge sharing system that intends to teach the stockholders on how best to process rice to the highest quality, grade in the line with international best standards. On behalf of the government and the good people of Kano State, I would like to congratulate you all and thank you for choosing Kano to impart the much desired knowledge which is in recognition of its strategic and economic importance in rice production, its processing and value chain. For the participants, I congratulate you for having access to this rare lifetime opportunity to be sensitized on how best to process their rice to be of highest quality, grade in line with international standards.
Alhaji Shehu Musa, who spoke on behalf of the farmers, praised the SON for putting together such beneficiary exercise that will help boost their capacity and also engender standards in their production processes.
I would like to appreciate the effort of this son because it comes to train us in order to give us a full training about how to modernize and make our rice standardize the quality of our rice. Because in the previous day, we haven't to get any training on this issue, but now presently we are starting requiring the training in order to make the quality of our rice, especially we are the local processor. We are calling our name as Small and Medium Scale Rice Millers Association, but we lack training. But now we are receiving training in order to modernize and make our rice to be higher quality for use.
Director Standards of the SON, Dauda Yakubu, presented a paper on common GMP, challenges for rice processing, raw material reception, while Director Product Certification, Engineer Yahya Buka, spoke on quality, a common language for national, regional, and international trade.
An impartiality committee to monitor and guide the activities of the National Registry of Conformity Assessment Practitioners has been inaugurated by the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, in Abuja. The committee was set up to ensure that all activities in management system standards implication, product testing, and certification in Nigeria comply with international best practices. Here are details of the inauguration.
According to the SON boss, the committee activities will include the assessment and registration of competencies of management system standards, auditors, MSc certification bodies, management system consultants, management system training institutions, testing laboratories, and quality inspection bodies.
The members of the committee are 5, and the majority of the members are not members of SON. That's just in the spirit of fairness, where fairness and impartiality, where the members will constitute a quorum, and whatever is agreed is not going to be tainted by the influence of SON directly or indirectly.
Malam Salim said the idea was to establish a directory of verified and registered conformity assessment practitioners in Nigeria for all laboratories, management systems auditors, trainers, consultants, inspectors, as well as inspection and certification bodies. He said the benefits of the scheme to the Nigerian economy include, but not limited to, documentation of all matters relating to standards as contained in the SON Act.
Buying and selling is an integral part of our everyday living. We cannot overlook the fact that our numerous needs make us demand for various goods and services. Before making a purchase, there are lots of factors to consider, no doubt. But you must know that buying a product isn't just about the price. It's about getting value for money. It's not just about the quantity. It's about how well the product serves you. And it's not just about making a purchase. It's about knowing what to look out for in order to buy right. In the same vein, selling a product isn't just about making profits. It's about satisfying consumer needs. It's not just about having buyers. It's about gaining consumer confidence and loyalty. Plus, it's not just about selling. It's about complying with standards to sell authentic. Whether you're a consumer, manufacturer, or an importer, you have responsibilities beyond buying, producing, or selling products. Join the quality vanguard by insisting on quality and reporting cases of fake and substandard products to the Standards Organization of Nigeria. This life-endangering product stores liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, a clean and efficient cooking gas used in many Nigerian homes. It's easy to use, environment-friendly, and cooks fast. My name is Halimot Osifo, and I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on LPG cylinder. Say no to fairly used. Buy brand new cylinders certified by the Standards Organization of Nigeria from reputable stores. Be alert. LPG cylinders expire 15 years after manufacture date and should be replaced if defective. Always keep and transport your cylinders in an upright position and in a well-ventilated space. Turn off regulator and valve when not in use to prevent any gas leakage. When there is a gas leakage, open the windows and doors to disperse the gas and do not operate any electrical switches, appliance, or equipment in the kitchen. There you have it, 5 standard tips on LPG cylinder. And that concludes this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. 07059724455 is the number to send in your messages to with your full name and location. Catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, hit the subscribe button, it's free. From the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, and the entire production crew, we say Happy Eid al-Fitr to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Do have a blissful celebration. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and enjoy the rest of the week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know to go na SO.